What's going on, cryptocurrency universe? It's the Bitcoin miner here, guys. I'm at my neighbor's house, Dano, over here. He's saw my rigs and he definitely wants to get himself one built, so went ahead and got him 6 cards. And he's building himself a custom box. We're gonna get his first rig up and going. So what do you think of it so far, Dano? How's the process gone?
Oh, I'm loving it. I'm loving it. We can't get it together fast enough, and it is coming together a lot easier than I expected.
Well, you've got some help, so that helps a lot.
Yeah.
So
I'd still be a square one without the boss here.
You had 2 cards up and running the first night?
Yep, we got 2 cards running before the thing even had a box, and pulled out, in 18 hours, we pulled about $11 worth of Ethereum off the internet.
Awesome. So hopefully right now we're going to get you 6 of these MSI. Where's the box at? What are these exactly? Can you grab a box?
Yeah, these are the
can't even
RX 580s.
see it in here. Where's the box?
There it is.
Oh, okay, here we go. The 580s, the MSI Gaming X Plus. So we're going to have to do a BIOS mod on these bad boys and get him up and running. First thing is first, we got to make sure all the wires are plugged into the right place. I had him do all the wiring himself. Yeah, if we can get some light in here. I had to double check some of the plugs, guys. Make sure your plugs are plugged in all the way. It seemed like a common mistake just for them to be partially plugged in.
It's not as obvious as you'd think.
So make sure those things are always plugged all the way in, guys. Last thing he's got to do is plug in his server fans, which are going to be these 2 plugs right here, Dano. So this one's going to be the controller, and that's going to go back over here into your case fan, your 4-prong.
All right.
Back in this corner right here. And then you need to plug in the 4-prong plug, the Molex, into right here.
Got it.
So that way you can power those. So let's go ahead and let Dano get those done. Alright, so Dano's got that plugged in now. What was your question, Dano?
Do we need to bring any additional power to the motherboard to help supply all these cards, or is it just their direct power that does that?
Well, actually, the Molex power right here is going to the board. This is helping power the rail. There's actually 2 plugs here, but because we're using USB risers, it's not really necessary. I usually plug into, if I have the cables, we just don't have the cables right now. We only have 1. But for his purpose, it's fine because we're using USB risers, so it's enough power for all 6 of these. This is more for if you're using the ribbon risers. You definitely have to use 2 of them. It's much safer. But nobody's using ribbon risers these days that I'm aware of. And then you have their powered up here. These are actually getting powered from the SATA plugs. So let's turn this bad boy on. You got your monitor on and everything, and
we better plug that one in first.
Oh, okay.
I never know if a monitor can backfeed into a system and never leave it plugged in.
Oh, nice. Okay. So I'll show you how we can control the fans in the motherboard, or on the BIOS. But I think that's going to be plenty of air. I can feel it right here, right now, pretty good. So I'll let you go ahead and log in. I know you got a password. Turn the camera away real quick, guys. All right. Hopefully we get this up and running first time. Oh, every card is lit up. That's a very good sign.
You might not have a monitor plugged in or plugged into the
Monitor's plugged in right here, but we don't have power.
Power to it.
Okay.
Up, but it's not getting any.
Technical difficulties. Hold on, guys. Alright, not sure what it was, but it worked this time. So basically, this is just a warning for the board that tells you that you need to supply power to the board, and we were just talking about that earlier. So if you don't want to see this again, Dano, just go ahead and press in on your keyboard.
In?
Yeah, in. Yeah, never mind. In, right here.
In.
There we go. Alright, so we are in the BIOS. Don't know how we got to the BIOS, but let's escape that. Don't save the changes. Oops. Discard changes and exit setups, yes. Okay, hold on. Okay, you told me you messed up the adapter. Yeah, this is why it wasn't working. So what happened again?
So I went to squeeze the plug onto the SATA drive, and instead of going down, it kind of folded forward and broke a little bit of plastic along the way. So I slid everything back together. It looked like all the metal prongs were lined up with the correct holes, but I'm guessing maybe not.
Well, anyhow, that's why Windows wasn't loading just a second ago. But anyhow, maybe we'll see if this is salvageable or not, and we'll go from there. But fortunately, we ordered an extra SSD. But the downside is you now have to redo Windows. So we won't get you up and running tonight, but you have to go do Windows all over again. I'll be much
better at loading Windows.
You'll become a master at it. All right, guys. Well, that's the end of this video. Thanks for watching. Unfortunately, I couldn't get a rig up and running for you tonight. I got to get up and go to work in the morning, but we'll tackle this later on. So thanks again, Dano, for your setup and all the hard work, and we'll get your rig running for you sooner than later.
We're going into Windows mode tonight.
Yep. All right. Later, guys. See you, Crypto Universe.